Hey guys, Christine here with Cardamom Blogs. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick update. I wasn't planning on uploading today. News Channel 8 has been covering what has been going on with the Department of Labor. So Jennifer Beria claims that they have hired more staffing and that they will be hiring more staffing come March. So I'm going to insert the clip here so you can hear for yourself. And also, as always, guys, I will put in the description down below.
Susan, good afternoon. One of the biggest problems that we hear about from viewers is that they need help with claims for things like the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, and they can't get a hold of anyone at the Department of Labor and Industry to help them. Well, just a short while ago, Acting Labor Secretary Jennifer Beria said that the state is going to be hiring an additional 120 customer service staffers to help with the thousands of emails and phone calls that they get from people every day. Beria said that staffers are working around the clock all week, but it's been difficult for them to keep up at a time when they're handling 49,000 emails last week. Beria says that manpower is a really big issue.
It's definitely been challenging, and we've experienced challenges with our staffing and our retention rate in keeping our customer service folks with us.
Beria said that there may be even more additions to the staff in March. She also said that the Department of Labor and Industry has received more than 5 million applications for the federally supported unemployment programs here in the Commonwealth. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.
I would have to say personally, it took me, for those of you who don't know and are new to the channel, so my last payment that I had received was December 26th. And then, as you guys all know, we had to wait a while, and then it took 5 weeks for me to get all of my money. So I would say that this week marks 7 weeks that the CARES Act was put into place. Those of you who have not received anything yet, my heart goes out to you guys. I can't even imagine just having to wait. The 5 week was a lot, but the fact that you guys haven't got your answers, you're not able to get through to them, it's really shameful. I'm gonna just say it's really shameful. And the problem is, we live in a country where we think that we have all these rights, okay? I am gonna get into politics a little bit here, so for those of you who don't wanna hear it, then, okay, I guess you wanna continue to be gaslighted or smoking mirrors or a smoke screen, whatever. We think as Americans that we have all these rights, right? We're able to say whatever we want. As long as we are not violent, you can say whatever you want to someone, even if it's offensive, right? Now, I don't really know how much that comes into play, because if you think about it, there's also verbal abuse. So I'm not too sure. I'm not a lawyer. Normally, we care about the things that we are going through personally. We don't really go out of our way to care about things that we're not going through, right? So that's the whole point, right? So the fact that we don't care about politics is the reason why the politicians continue to do whatever they want. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel as if, you already know, I am non-biased, okay? I'm not for either side, because those of you who know and have been following the channel, you know that I'm not registered to vote, nor do I care at this point to even waste my time, because I feel, I've stated this before a couple of times on previous videos, I am not into, first of all, being lied to. And politicians are known to lie. There's been so many of them that have been caught in lies. And the thing is that we as Americans, we don't care about the politics. And I feel like they make it so ridiculous. They make it so complicated. They make it so, it really shouldn't be this complicated. And the reason why, that's why we don't care about politics, because we're like, okay, they're gonna lie to us, who's telling the truth, who's not telling the truth, and it really shouldn't be like that, okay? It should be, and not only that, let's just talk about the fact that they're going off of a document that's hundreds of years old, right? Okay, so we are following this document. Now, it's been, the Constitution has been amended a couple of times. But here's the thing. it's been amended, but we are still living in a different time and era right now, okay? So those things should be put into account. It's so ridiculous because I've been following the hearing, okay? And those of you who know, I was not into politics. I only got into politics recently over this last year. Now, I wanted to know what was going on with PUA, so I started watching the hearings because it's very frustrating when you can't even contact the people that are responsible to help you, right? That's the whole point. That is the reason why this channel has grown and this community has grown, because you can't even contact them. You can't get help, especially if you're calling a government officials. You should have some answers, and the fact is, either they don't know what to do, okay, they can't give you, there's like no process, honestly. So that's the thing that is very stressful as well, because normally, okay, in normal, I don't know, maybe it's just Christine's world, but normally I would feel like you have a process. You apply this and that, within 10 days, you will get a notice, this and that, and you know what I mean? And it would follow suit like that. So on my dashboard, I still have the one issue. And the one issue, like I have shared with you guys before in previous videos, is that regular unemployment, that I may be eligible for the regular unemployment, right? So according to them, it was supposed to be 21 days whether I would get a determination letter, right? So a determination notice, email, however they're going to send it to me, okay? Now, I never received it. Now that notice that was put on my dashboard was December 1st, okay? We are now in February, okay? We're gonna be, in the middle of February, right? Yeah. Okay, because, February is the shortest month. Now, I can't for the life of me understand how it's gonna take you 2 months to come to a determination when you clearly stated that it's gonna take within 21 days, right? So 21 days would be the cutoff, right? So it could be earlier, but in 21 days, I should get a notice. And that is what the frustration is. You don't have anybody to call. It's not like we can call, who do we call above Jennifer Beria? Who's her boss? Do we know that? Is it like, you know what I mean? Normally you would know these things. You would go on a website and you would know, okay, this is the person you would call for this. This one is the next one up on the chain, and this and this and that, right? I know when I work, that's how it goes. You have one boss, but then you have the major boss up here. Who is the major boss? You got your congressman that supposedly you're supposed to be able to write to him and let him know what's going on or whatever, but okay, how many people have gotten any feedback from them, So it's like, and we know that it's not even them answering it anyway. It's going to be the secretary that's in charge and is going to, of course he's going to sign it after. It's the same thing with the president, right? If the president, if they come up with something and then they bring it to the president and then he signs off on it, right? Like I've stated before in my videos, the president, I believe, is a puppet. That's it. There's always someone else in charge. And the reason why I personally believe the reason why they want Trump out, they don't want him to ever run again. And it is because they cannot control him. Okay? That is the bottom line. Now, whether you like him or not, I am non-biased. I am not a Republican. And I did not vote for him, okay? I haven't even registered ever to vote for anyone. And like I said before, I'm not gonna go out there and vote for anybody if I don't, first of all, I don't believe in them. I mean, how could you honestly vote knowing that these politicians lie? That's the problem. And then when you do have someone that seems like, oh wow, they're spitting some truth there. They're actually telling the real deal and they're being for real. They want to censor those types of people. So, and that's, I just think the whole thing is a shenanigan, okay? It is just so ridiculous what is going back and forth today, okay? And that's another reason why I kind of wanted to make this quick, because I want to get back to the hearing. Now, both sides, if you haven't been following it, both sides have a total of 16 hours to present their case, right? So you have the House Representatives, they have one first, and we're in day 4 now, okay? And they went first, and they presented all the video footage that they wanted to. They have edited things. Trust me, I'm not going to lie to you. I know that they have edited because I've been following along, okay? And I don't watch CNN and all them. I listen to NTD. I listen to Newsmax. I will get my sources from other people who are talking about both parties, okay? And I think that is really what we should be worried about, because now they are gaslighting us, and I've already stated that before. Some of you don't want to hear it, but you live here too, and you should want to hear this stuff. I get it that it's boring, but I'd rather know what's going on. If we're going to be under attack or something, I don't want to be blinded. I want to be able to prepare and be like, okay, well, where am I going to go? What are we going to do? How are we going to prepare for this? I don't want to be like, wait, what? They knew for all this time, and now I got an hour before they come and take. No, I don't want to be surprised by that. And I feel that you guys should want to know what is going on as well. But so today is the 4th day. And now today starts the first day of Trump's legal team, and they are defending. They're the defense. So I have to say that I feel like it is just wasteful. He's already out of office. I am seeing so many things going on, and you guys really need to start opening your eyes, because I'm telling you, they have been canceling a lot of people. This is not just hearsay. I've seen numerous conservatives that they have taken their channels off. Marjorie Taylor Greene, they took her down, right? They stripped her of all her community details and stuff. So now who knows what's happening with her state, right? How are they going to get the help that they need? Because now their representative has been stripped of her, community details. So I really don't know how that works. Like, I'm still learning as I go along as to what all is everybody's position or whatever. But there are a few of them that I'm like, wow, they seem like they're really trying to fight for us and fight for our rights. I don't understand why people get upset. Why is it that we get upset when people say they want to protect their rights? You don't want to protect your right? I want to be able to say what I want to say and not be threatened that, I don't know, somebody comes and does something to me and acts violent just because of my view. Like, that's so unacceptable. I definitely don't condone that. That is what happened January 6th should have never happened. I feel like if they wanted to voice their opinions and their concerns and stuff, they shouldn't have got violent. That's basically the bottom line. I don't respect when they start getting violent. That's just my opinion. I know that they say protests. Some of them say protests don't have to be peaceful, and they should be violent, and then unrest and all this. No, I don't feel that, because if you are on the other end, I don't agree with that. I feel like if I'm an innocent person and you are in my neighborhood and you're scaring me and you're scaring my children in the house and stuff, no, I disagree with that violence, okay? Firmly. If you want to go to a public place, okay? So you want to be at a public place, a park, wherever, even if you want to be outside of the Capitol building, I think you have a right to go. I don't know why they continue to say, for one side you can be violent and the other side they can't be violent. I feel like nobody should be violent, and I think that they should actually state that. I don't feel that they should continue to say, who says that it's not supposed to be violent? And no, it should never be acceptable. You can't be violent to a regular person. You know what I mean? If you see somebody in the street and you go up to them and you harass them and you beat them up or whatever, you should be brought up on charges. If you go and you are physically harming someone, I don't get how they say they justify that type of violence. Okay, and that's not a place I want to live. And unfortunately, even if I wanted to move, you know how people say, oh, if you don't like America, then get out or whatever. Okay, who's gonna let us go to their country? You think they respect us as a country? They don't respect us. They think we're ridiculous. They think anything goes here. And it's true. Anything goes here except for the American people. So anyway, I have ranted. I'm telling you, I have so much more that I would love to get out there, but I want to continue to listen to the hearing and stuff. It's still going, and I want to listen to that. So with that being said, I am going to end this video, guys. I hope that you guys have gotten your money. If not all of it, something, you know what I mean? Just so that you know that they're working on your case